Wonderful morning, everybody. This is 16th of July, 2026. We are discussing about the market outlook for the day. For better understanding and an important behavior-based analysis and its outcome, we can now see the Nifty's analysis through the way of the Nifty chart we are going to display now. Then we'll be back to the market outlook discussion. Kindly be on. See, hope you all remember an important points we discussed about previous Wednesday. That means last Wednesday, last week, in the sense 8th of July, when it completed. Afterwards, we have been discussing about these particular dates, high and low. Along with it, the Mondays, this week, Mondays are high and low, also direct in the market without making any break on either side. So, which means this particular 8th July's high was 24,300, low was 23,805. And this Monday's 13th of July's high was 24,260 almost, and the low was 24,000. See, as we have discussed in yesterday's outlook session, the markets came inside and trapped inside these two dates, high and low, and trying to consolidate without a direction, which means these both dates, high and low, is directing the market. So as long as these things and all moving between the zone, one can keep these ranges for your trading decisions, and where the Nifty gives the break, where you can set the trading ideologies for building the positions on the same direction. As per the behavior, the sell on rise that can be observed easily. So this particular Tuesday and Wednesdays, both session, you can look out. While moving, that means while trying to move up, the sell on rise disrupted the upward attempt and given the chance for short selling build-ups and made the Nifty to come down and close on a flat note. And even yesterday's also, while actually checking, see the chance of Nifty almost went above 24,200 but could not sustain, and made a close about to sub 24,100. That was 24,078. That also based on the sell on rise. That is how we are keep suggesting you to maintain this particular sell on rise as a great strategy based on the current market behavior. For the day, if the Nifty breaks below yesterday's low, that is only enough. That means the low was 24,010. In case Nifty breaks down this 24,010, it would probably attempting towards breaking the Wednesdays, or at least approaching the Wednesdays or 8th July's low of 23,800. It should not get a break. If 24,010 breaks, means Monday's low easily may get broken. So that would probably lead the Nifty to see this 23,800 as the next support or dominant zone for the Nifty. So in this way, this low should be minded today. So once you are keeping this low as support for the day, you can wait for the trend to get a reversal confirmation. A reversal confirmation in the sense, if you want to build any long positions today, it would be advisable to build the long position only after a confirmation about 24,100 and its sustainability above 24,100 at least for 1 hour. So this 24,100 will be giving a way for the continued upward attempts toward 24,200. That can be treated as a target for the day. In case after giving the confirmation that 24,100 above once is sustained and confirmed in a 1 hour time frame, but trying to come back to the 24,000 level or even breaking, there is no need to worry about that particular action, because after giving the confirmation about sustaining 24,100 in 1 hour time frame, even though it is coming back to 24 or breaking the 24,000 level, you can keep the eye on buy on dip kind of strategy, and while applying this strategy by the way of keeping 23,900 as an immediate target for the immediate support for the day, you can try to hold your long positions and wait for the upside target of 24,200 as a maximum one. But these things and all may be attempted by risky traders, not by the safe traders. If luckily 24,100 after once confirmation get and the market not backing or not reversing towards 24,000 as a support zone, the probability will be increasing to break the 24,200 and trying to move 24,200 to 250 zone even. So that is what importantly one can observe and act accordingly. Conversely, if the things happen like breaking below 24,000 and where without moving above 24,100, if the thing and all breaking below this 24,000 means, you can think that the chance for making an attempt to 23,800 may be cooking today, may be created by the Nifty today, or even if it is not, tomorrow probably happening. Because it should not get a break. 24,000 as a level without attempting about 24,100 and close above that point. It should not come below 24,000. If it happens, probability will be very high to reach this 8th July's low of 23,800. Hope you all clearly understand the behavior-based outcome we are demonstrating now. The next one for the positional traders. If today or tomorrow within these 2 sessions, Nifty attempts 23,800 means that will be going to be a crucial signal for it, and the break below this 8th low that was 23,800 also can happen. That is what our prediction based on the behavior changes. So in case if it breaks 23,800 and closes below to the point on a daily time frame for consecutive 2 sessions, in case it happens, this is only for positional setups, not for the day traders. So one can expect a correction is going to start with a fresh leg of rally on the downside, where one can expect the chances for 23,000, 22,800, like the points, even 22,000 also can be expected. But already we have discussed about this point, but no confirmation for that yet. No need to be get any urge or making hasting decisions. You can still wait as long as this 8th July's low is getting protected by the Nifty. So that's it for the Nifty based behavioral analysis and its outcome. We can now come back to the pre-market output. So this phrase, you can actually get some sense about the market's current behavior, because the range bound since the 8th July, as we demonstrated today, is being happened or being occurred. Breakdown may trigger pain. So that pain is very indicative of where one can see. So that pain only we have demonstrated or explained about the thing, how it can be making a fresh leg of a downward rally and all. So until it is giving a confirmation, we don't need to think about the downward rally currently. But we advancedly making you are to aware based on the behavioral research we are doing. The day for the Indian markets are expected to open on a cautious note, even though it is flat. Despite of the mixed signals from the international markets. After that, the trend probably getting a directionless or non-directional movement between 24,000 and 24,200 as long as this range is respected. Breaking about 24,200 is having a very less chance. So we need to be cautious instead of focusing on break about 24,200. As explained, break below 24,000 level will be giving a first signal for the reach of 23,800 as the support zone for the day. Anyhow, the 23,900 will be interimly giving a cushion as a demand zone also lying there. From the positional aspect, we have explained clearly, as long as that 24,700 is getting broken decisively and close above this level on a daily time frame, every rise can be utilized to trim your holdings, booking your profits, and 23,700 when the market is trying to approach as an interim behavior shift zone where one can deploy the buy on dip strategy for the next 1,000 points up to 24,700 and enjoy the rewarding movements the markets are going to provide as per the recent behavior. That is what only being happened. Once the 23,700 broken on daily time frame basis and closing below to that point in a consecutive 2 sessions, that is enough to get a signal for the new leg of rally on the downside. And today we can expect, based on the windfall tax increase almost double from the existing one, that would probably impacting oil producers, even oil refiners. So the oil and gas will be in high focus with an impact of the windfall tax increase. Along with the energy also can be focused. Then the heavyweight, the bank and finance also be in focus, particularly from the private sector banks, that can be expected in a way of attracting the selling. Then in the finance, we need to underscore one thing, that ICICI Lombard General Insurance, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, HDFC Life Insurance, 3 insurance companies results out, and because of these companies' result, the finance sector as a whole will be getting a huge impact on a mixed manner. But the path is directing the downward trend for the finance because of the ICICI General Insurance announcement of results with a tank of profit almost over 40%. Then the metal sector can be in focus because the attempts taken by the Hindalco Industries and National Aluminium, which is holding the grip for the metal sector. If the continuation on the attempts you are seeing on the chart, the metal index may be giving a way for moving higher. Anyhow, the mining oriented stocks are not a favorable one for the traders today. IT, which is actually currently in the current juncture, if you are seeing the IT index, Based on the yesterday's high close or based on the yesterday's low close, which may be getting a further direction in the upcoming sessions for the July. So that very crucial juncture it is currently standing. One can keep an eye on IT stocks based on the IT index movement. If it closes above yesterday's high, you can concentrate on building long on the IT stocks. Conversely, if it closes below the low of yesterday, you can focus the short, particularly for the large caps on the IT sector. Capital goods, the attempt for getting reversed or bouncing back may be expected to continue from the capital goods oriented stocks. You can focus maximum long build-ups on this particular sector. So the stocks, as already discussed, based on the results announcement, the HDFC Life, Union Bank of India, HDFC, AMC, ICICI, Lombard General Insurance, Angel One's results was pretty good. That can be focused. And Adani Power based on the news or the stocks one can focus for the day. And today's results oriented stocks include Wipro, Tech Mahindra, BHEL, Bell, Geo Financial Services, Polycab India, Piramal Finance, ITC Hotels, South Indian Bank, 361 WAM, C8 Limited, Borosil Renewable Energy, Nugent Software and few more also there for watching out under results today. Maintain strict stop loss without compromise because the market's current juncture is very, very crucial to decide the further leg of rally on the downside particularly. So do not forget to apply stop loss. We can address a query which has been asked on the Grow stock side. Since the results announced by the Grow was tremendously good, and we are also expecting the Grow as a stock will be giving a cushion after it completes the current upward, that means the current retracement candle. Once it forms means one can see the bouncing or moving again on the northward direction probably happening. So in case if you are seeing the Grow stock price actually breaking yesterday's high, that is only enough. Simply you can have a signal. That is only enough. After 220, you can see the stock price moving towards a new highs. Even the all-time high also can be expected because the previous all-time high was 227, which can be expected in the way of breaching out by today's and tomorrow's movements. So the Grow can be held if you are already having on the long side. Otherwise, if you want to take freshly decision on building long means after 220 as the yesterday's high breakout, one can think of entering it and booking the profit near to the previous all-time high of 227. Somewhat the portions can be booked because around the 20, that means the 7 points means you are having almost 3 to 4% of gains from the level we have discussed. So that can be treated as a chance to book some profit and keep holding the remaining to see the growth further momentum and all. So that is the thing. And as far as this Grow is having this particular zone that was the breakout zone. So this particular zone of 200 and so this particular zone of 200 and almost 200, we can say that 208 up to. So between 200 to 208, you can keep this chance of accumulating further based on the support it has maintained. And once it breaks below 200 and closing in a larger time frame, you should not hold any positions on the Grow. Until then, you can keep holding and even accumulating between 200 to 208. as the important breakout happened here. So that's it for the query you can address. So thanks for your participation in today's session. We wish everyone to have a fortune day today. We'll be meeting again in tomorrow's session. Until then, we wish everyone to have a successful trading day. Bye-bye.